Next ayat goes like this. Wala taqulu, and people, let not, and not you say, or let not you say that people, for the one who died in the way of Allah as dead, or one who killed in the way of Allah as dead. Both are okay. As dead. Bal ahyahum, nay, is alive. It's one of the controversial words. I'm not going to elaborate much on this. And but not you perceive, and but not you perceive. There are debates happen on this verse of people trying to interpret different meanings. One interpretation alone I can say is people who kill, who died in the path of Allah, they should not be called as dead. They are living in some form of the other, which Allah only knows. And that's what Allah Himself says, that you are not here to go debate on this process. And we will not perceive, we will not understand how they are living. That Allah only knows. And this is the credit that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving to people who died in jihad. So in the battle for the cause of Islam. And this is to portray that they may be physically dead, but their intentions are still alive, and for the people to take over and things continues. And further, in this process of implementing Islam, Ummat was at the same topic, you will have lot of tests. It's not going to be an easy task. It is not going to be a bed of roses. It's not going to be a cakewalk, but you will have lot of tests. As a whole, this test applies with everybody in every point in time. You find the kind of complete test that Allah is going to give. So the test is going to be given, the examiner is Allah, even the answer paper is going to be corrected by Allah. So we strongly rely that He will ease the task. And this we are going to face at different points in our lifetime also. The number test. This is the test in lives. What are all types of tests that a person will face? And surely we will test you. Here you see we. This we is referring to Allah. So Allah Himself is saying that we will test you with something of khawf, fear. Fear of people, fear of position, fear of honor. It can be, you will have this fear of livelihood, this fear. Juin, with hunger, is going to happen. It's not that you will be rich for all times. Hunger. Vanaksim, and the loss of wealth. The loss of wealth. Amwal is wealth. Anfus is people. So people will die. People who are close to our hearts will die. All these are the kind of tests that Allah is telling us. Is the fear of people, fear of livelihood, fear of existence. Today, people in India fears this existence. Whether they will be in their homes after 4 years, or will they be in the redemption camps? We don't know. This is the fear. This is prevailing in front of our eyes. And second is the hunger. There's many people who felt this during COVID times. And third, the loss of wealth, job losses. We see this every time. Their economy coming down so fast than they expected. Without unexpectedly it happens. So the loss of wealth will happen. Loss of people, their near relatives, and their own kith and kin dies. This happens. Samarat is fruits. I mean, to say it in today's terminology, which is profits. All profits that we are expected to come, all that will go up. It may not happen the way that we expected. So these are all going to be the test for the people. But Allah doesn't complete this ayat with this. Yeah, okay. This is the test that Allah is giving. Now Allah Himself is giving a clue how to handle this. As Bashir is very small life, notion to stop is give glad tidings. Give glad tidings the sabirin to the steadfast ones. Clear? So we test you of anything from fear, hunger, loss of wealth and people and fruits, and give glad tidings to the steadfast ones. Who are the steadfast ones? I have spoken it little before. Okay. So to put it in Tamil, பிறகு நீங்கள் என்னை நினைவு கூறுங்கள், நான் உங்களை நினைவு கூறுவேன், மேலும் எனக்கு நன்றி செலுத்தி வாருங்கள், நீங்கள் ஆகிவிட வேண்டாம் நன்றி கெட்டவர்களா, நன்றி இல்லாதவர்களா. ஓ ஈமான் கொண்டவர்களே, உதவி தேடுங்கள், பிஸ்ஸபர் பொறுமையை கொண்டும், சலாத் தொழுகையை கொண்டும். நிச்சயமாக அல்லாஹ் பொறுமையாளருடன் இருக்கிறான். மேலும் கூறாதீர்கள், எவர் இறந்து விட்டார் இல்லாட்டி கொல்லப்பட்டார் அல்லாஹ்வுடைய பாதையில் இறந்தவராக இறந்து விட்டார் என. மாறாக அவர் உயிரோடு இருக்கிறார், மேலும் நீங்கள் அதனை அறிய மாட்டீர்கள், அறிய மாட்டீர்கள். மேலும் நாம் நிச்சயம் சோதிப்போம் உங்களை கொண்டு, பொருள்களை கொண்டு, அதாவது பயத்தை, பசி, மேலும் நஷ்டம் உங்கள் பொருள்களிலிருந்து, மேலும் உங்கள் உயிர்களிலிருந்து, மேலும் பழங்களை கொண்டு. மேலும் நற்செய்தி கூறுங்கள் பொறுமையாளர்கள், சாபிரின் பொறுமையாளர்கள். I don't know equivalent word for steadfastness in Tamil, but Tamil translators have given like that, so let's go with that. Then what we should do when we face all these losses is, I have a good question for you in the next ayat. Alladhina, those when befalls them calamity, musibah is calamity. Calamity may be anything that is being spoken the earlier ayat, 5 types of calamity. Any calamity that comes, they will say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Where is this being prevalently used? Where is this prevalently used? How Muslims are using this dua, where it is used, what time that Muslims are using this. Inna, verily we, lillah, for Allah only, and verily we towards him will return. Raji'un will return. Yes, as you people say that this is only used at the time, currently only used at the time when somebody hears a news about the death of a person. Clear? But what is this Quran ayat is telling when this should be used? Whether this Quran ayat is telling that you should use this only when somebody dies? Is this not? I'm not telling it is wrong, it's right. But there are some other situation in which you should use that. This is what you have to infer from this ayat. Is any musibah that comes to you, any calamity, anything that is not coming, which is not expected, which is not the way that you are expecting, or you face any kind of calamity that is being mentioned in before, then this is the ayat that should come, that verily we are for Allah only, which means it's not just the ayat that should come from the mouth, but it should, the feeling that should get from the bottom of the heart. Nothing to lose, nothing to lose. There is Allah for us to take care. Just like today we have all these losses, when we come to this world, we came with empty-handed, and will be buried on the desk, on the khabar with empty hands. Nothing to go, nothing we brought when we came out from the womb of the mother, or nothing we will take it when we are put on the khabar. So all that we have today is that Allah has given. So the person who has given has every right to take it back. So how will I get offended, or why should I feel worried about it? I didn't brought anything. It is only Allah who gave it for some time. He has taken it off. He has every right to do so. So I will never feel. You find at many times that people go out of the way and complain Allah and say that why Allah is doing such and such a thing only for me. The people, the great sinners, are living a luxurious life. Is this not the word that people says today? That is what you are supposed to not to use. That's what the really ayat says. You have to be grateful with Allah that whatever, even if He gives, you will be thankful. Even if He takes, you will be thankful, because we don't know on what logic, what is the logic behind of taking. Maybe perhaps He is taking something from you to give you better than that. Who knows? It's only that we have to remain calm and continue to be grateful to Allah, to think, to have a positive thought about Allah. That is what is very important to take home the message. Nothing to lose. Even if we lose, it is for good. That's why you find this ayat, innamal usri usra. Verily with Allah, verily with innamal usri usra, verily along with hardship there is an ease. If you are in a difficulty, if you are in hardship, which means that the easiness is going to come soon. Allah is testing you, so we have to be steadfast. You should not lose hope. For that, such people, that is the inference of this ayah, not just saying, but to have this feeling that nothing we lost, and only just like today we lost all these things, one day we are going to get returned to Him. That is what is all these losses is reminding us. So for such people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them a beautiful words. The next ayat, ulaike, those are the ones. Upon them, salawat is the blessing. Such people who stood like a rock when the difficulties have come to them, then for them, and they continue to be grateful to Allah, for them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them salutations. Allah sends salutations upon them and say, Allah's blessing is waiting for you. And not only blessing, a mercy, and He is ready to shower His mercy on you. All your problems will be temporary. It will get solved soon, but you should not break the relationship that you had with Allah. And such are the people. And those are they who are the guided ones. And such are the people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls them as the guided ones. Allah sanctifies them. That is what is the agenda of this book. And these people have really understood the agenda of the book and taken the life seriously to please Allah. Clear? Next topic, a different topic goes together, as Allah lists out some of the signs. Bainna Safa, verily Safa and Marwa, we know these are the places and people have to visit. People have to visit when they have to do for Umrah and Hajj. That's what Allah is mentioning in this ayah. And verily, Safa and Marwa are Shairillah, or from the symbols of Allah. Faman Hajj, then whoever performs Hajj of the house, referring to the, what is this house referring to, or does Umrah, Fala khawfun, Fala junahun, and no blame upon them that you do tawaf of both of them. Bihima, you see, both of them. Alif extra alif is there, which is dual. And whoever does voluntarily good, then verily Allah Shakirun is all appreciative. Alim is all knower. All appreciative and all knower. Clear? Tamil, the last ayat is எப்பொழுதெல்லாம் அல்லதீன இதா அசாபத், பிறகு எவர்களுக்கு நாம் எவர்களுக்கு ஏற்பட்டால் சோதனை, அவர்கள் கூறுவார்கள் நிச்சயமாக நாங்கள் அல்லாஹ்வுக்கே உரியதானவர்கள், மேலும் நிச்சயமாக நாங்கள் அவனிடமே திரும்பப்படுவோம். அவர்கள் மீது புகழுரைகள் அல்லாஹ்விடம் அவனுடைய இறைவனிடமிருந்து, மேலும் கிருபை, மேலும் அவர்கள்தான் நேர்வழி பெற்றவர்கள். நிச்சயமாக சஃபா மற்றும் மருவா அல்லாஹ்வின் அத்தாட்சி அடையாளங்களில் உள்ளவைதான். பிறகு எவர்கள் ஹஜ் செய்கிறார்களோ இந்த வீட்டை அல்லது உம்ரா செய்கிறார்களோ அவர்கள் மீது குற்றமாகாது, அவர்கள் மீது, அதாவது அவர்கள் தவாப் செய்வது இந்த 2 இடங்களை. மேலும் எவர்கள் அவ்வாறு நன்மை செய்கிறார்களோ, உபரியாக செய்கிறார்களோ நன்மைகளை, பிறகு நிச்சயமாக அல்லாஹ் அவற்றை நன்கு பாராட்டுபவனாகவும் நன்கு அறிந்தவனாகவும் இருக்கிறான். There is a small point to say. Their Sahabas had a question of whether to do Safa and whether to visit these places while doing Hajj and Umrah. Allah is clarifying their doubt here. They had this doubt because before Prophet ﷺ, these idols were kept in these places and people were worshipping in these places. Now, Sahabas want to clarify whether these places are still the symbols of Allah or it got polluted after having the idols. It's a question that Sahabas had. Allah has to reply to them in the ayat number 158. Clear? With that, we'll wind up for the day. Inshallah, we'll continue some more discussion, important discussion on what this disbelief is all about. Is all that is going to come up tomorrow.
மேலும் அல்லாவின் பாதையில் கொல்லப்படுபவர்களை இறந்தவர்கள் என்று கூறாதீர்கள், மாறாக அவர்கள் உயிருடன் இருக்கின்றார்கள். ஆனால் அவர்களின் நிலையை நீங்கள் அறிய மாட்டீர்கள். ஆனால் அல்லாஹ் நிச்சயமாக அறிவான். 155வது ஆயத்தில் எப்பேற்பட்ட சோதனைகளை அல்லாஹ் தாலா ஒவ்வொரு மனுஷனுக்கும் தன்னுடைய வாழ்க்கையில் தரான் அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றியும் கூறப்படுது. சிறிதளவு அச்சத்தாலும் பசியாலும் உடைமைகளாலும் உயிர்கள் மற்றும் விளைபொருட்கள் ஆகியவற்றின் இழப்பின் மூலமாக அல்லாஹ் நம்மளை நிச்சயமாக சோதிக்கிறான். பொறுமையாக இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு அவங்களுக்கு கண்டிப்பாக ஒரு நற்செய்தி இருக்கு அப்படின்னு அல்லாஹ் தாலா சொல்கிறான். இப்பேற்பட்ட சோதனைகள் நமக்கு வரும்போது அதுக்கு நம்ம என்ன செய்யணும், எது செஞ்சால் தீர்வு அப்படிங்கிறதையும் அல்லாவே விளக்குறான். அது என்ன சொல்கிறான் அப்படின்னா, ஒவ்வொரு முறையும் இந்த மாதிரி துன்பம் நேரிடும் போதும் நிச்சயமாக நாம் அல்லாவுக்கே உரியவர்கள், மேலும் நிச்சயமாக அவனிடமே நாம் திரும்பி செல்வோராக இருக்கிறோம் என்று சொல்லுங்கள். ஒவ்வொரு துன்பம், அதாவது இறக்கும்போது மட்டும் இன்னாலில்லாஹி வ இன்னா இலைஹி ராஜிஊன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லாமல், எந்த ஒரு துன்பமும் எந்த ஒரு மன கஷ்டமும் நமக்கு ஏற்படும் போதும் அல்லாஹ் கிட்ட தான் நம்ம நிச்சயம் திரும்புவோம் அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம அல்லாஹ் கிட்ட நிறைவு கூர்ந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கணும். அத்தகையோர் மீது அவர்களின் இறைவனிடமிருந்த நல்வாழ்த்துகளும் நல்லருளும் உண்டாகும். இன்னும் அத்தகையோர்தாம் நேர்வழி பெற்றவர்கள். நிச்சயமாக சஃபா மர்வா எனும் 2 குன்றுகள் அல்லாவின் அடையாள சின்னங்களில் உள்ளவையாகும். ஆகையால் யார் இறை இல்லத்தை ஹஜ் அல்லது உம்ரா செய்கிறாரோ அவர் மீது அந்த 2க்கும் இடையே சஹி செய்வதில் குற்றம் இல்லை. மேலும் எவரேனும் தாமாக விரும்பி ஏதேனும் நன்மையை செய்தால் அல்லாஹ் அதை மதிப்பவனாகவும் நன்கு அறிபவனுமாகவே இருக்கிறான்.